Yes.
When it comes to dance and movement as a therapeutic tool, like a lot can be kind of explored and worked with in understanding a child, in understanding the needs that could come up of the child, and then one can go ahead and form the therapeutic objectives towards it, and then work with it. Definitely, I would say when it comes to teachers understanding and all of that, it's more of with the idea of the right knowledge and the right training also with teachers, people giving that to teachers or having
Yes.
workshops with
Yes.
teachers, psychotherapists in training, or maybe psychotherapists who are established, they doing training sessions, workshops with teachers and giving them these intervention tools of how to work with that with a
Mm.
student. So I think that's how this can come into play even in schools, because again, I feel like India has so much competition and has there
Yeah.
is just, and with time, with technology, everything, stress, anxiety, all of this has become such a part of life, unfortunately. So I feel that yes, the need of this is there in our country, definitely all over the world, but in our country as well.
Hello everyone. So we are back here to talk tales and travel, and yes, we are going to have a very interesting talk again with an interesting person. So she is a trainee in dance movement, and therapist there. And this term is also new to me though, so I am quite curious to know what is it all about. And I'll give it over now to Miss Kajal. Let her talk about this. So Kajal, I would like you to introduce yourself to my viewers.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Kajal Rawat, and I'm a trainee in dance movement psychotherapy. Yes, I'm sure it might be a really new concept for most of us here. But yes, something about the field is it is a branch of creative art therapies. And just like how there is music psychotherapy, there is play psychotherapy, drama therapy, and there is dance and movement psychotherapy. Dance movement psychotherapy's core lies in the fact that the mind, body, and soul for the individuals who believe in it are interrelated and interconnected. And so any kind of changes in the mind can reflect on the body and vice versa.
Oh, that's nice to know because I'm sure there are many more factors to this. Because as a school child, I have heard this. It was long way back, at least, in the 90s when I had heard about it, or then we heard about dance therapy. Then we heard that animals, if they listen to music, they give out milk more, the trees bloom more, the flowers blossom beautifully. And it was also a new concept. And this was said to us by a person who came from Australia to our school. And there was a session, and we loved his words. And then long after that, again, I visited a place in Shanti Niketan, Tagore's place in West Bengal, wherein there is a place actually where they start with Shehnai, early morning Shehnai. Their pickles are made, the cows and all very peaceful place. And people are, the moment I enter, there is not much noise, all greenery around. And that is the system that the person has learned this technique outside India. He had been working and he has opened this and used the technique here. So pickles were made, the flowers, beautiful flowers, which we did not see much in India growing around our areas. So it always made my mind very curious. And today I'm so happy that after a long time I meet Miss Kajal here. And yes, viewers, she is a very own Amchi Mumbai girl. Okay, she is from Mumbai. And Kajal, where are you right now?
Currently staying in my university accommodation. As I mentioned before, I'm a trainee, so I'm still pursuing my master's. I'm in the first year of my master's in dance movement psychotherapy. And yes, currently I'm in my university in London.
Okay, London. So I'll give a small view to my viewers later on. Let us first talk about how is it helping? How do you think therapy helps? Because there are so many students very restless. Even we adults also grow restless nowadays with screen time and so many other things. We cannot take in very easily. We don't have patience for a long time. We love to dance. We love music. We can easily this also is one point with children I have seen. They say, I love to dance, I love singing, I love drawing, I love creative things, but I don't like to study. But this dance can be also used as therapy, not only, with the bright costumes on the stage, with music, you shake your legs. It's not only that. There are even deeper learnings to it. So give us a glimpse into that.
Yes, sure, ma'am. This firstly, I'm just like so happy and impressed that you are conducting this interview because you are so well informed, and especially the anecdote that you shared about coming across somebody from Australia who kind of introduced you to this. It's so interesting to know that you kind of had awareness even before this entire idea came into the mainstream in a way. But yes, when it comes to dance as a form or looking at mental health through the lens of
Mm,
dance, it's
mm.
actually very, very true that the misconception, unfortunately, is that dance is just something that you perform and it's on the
Yes,
stage with
yes.
lights and costumes. But if we actually go into not only like a world, but even like Indian history, if you go traditionally, dance has been such a part of our community and culture. Like, I'm not even talking about Indian Hindi film industry dance. Bollywood dance is something else, but when it comes to our traditional dances, be it Garba,
Yes,
be it
yes,
Bittu, be it
yes.
uh,
Any
Bhangra,
form, like, mm,
all of the forms, they are such a part of our culture. And I feel
mhm.
like there is this natural gravitation towards movement and dancing. And you can see this in nature also. Absolutely. The fact that you mentioned about music and the impact that it could have
Yes.
on animals and trees, it's a
Mm,
similar.
mm.
Yeah, even if you see a dog or any kind of an animal who enters water and they want to get out of the water, they shake it off
Yes.
if you've seen that.
Yeah, yeah,
And yet,
exactly.
that shaking also is
Even I'm
kind of,
shaking it off.
it's
Okay.
basically
Yeah.
you shaking off. You
Yes,
could also
yes.
use that as a tool for yourself, as a resource for yourself to just shake off some kind of thought, energy,
Yeah,
stress,
wonderful. So,
anxiety.
body language, yeah, it's
Yes,
very
yes,
connected, it's greatly connected to body language. The moment
absolutely.
we stand straight with shoulders upright, state, the confidence is different. And we droop down, think, that's totally different.
Absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right. It's got a lot to do with the body, and many a times the body can make a lot of change to your
Hmm. Hmm.
mental thought process, overthinking, or
Well,
whatever that is going.
yes, yes, willpower. That's correct. That's correct. So, how would, dance help students in making a wholesome, a person? Nowadays, also sadly, there are many autistic patient students like, or some, this ADHD, the slow learners. So, how would dance, would it really help them? Because
Yes.
I have heard this, even doctors say, that we use therapies, dance therapy every time in news there are different kind of things coming up where doctors say we're using music therapy, dance therapy. Recently I saw a news where animal therapy, pets go and cuddle the patients. It's
Yes,
again so warming, so warm,
absolutely.
so warm with compassionate, a different idea. Somewhere they're learning it, isn't it? Every time learning and growing is happening. So tell us, Kajal, that how would a student get benefited? Teachers, how would they, execute this if they want to?
Sure, sure. So one of the ideas is that when it comes to student, there is definitely some of the students might be more interested in the extracurricular things of dance and music, and obviously there'll be kids who will be really interested in like the science behind things and math, and so their
Yes.
interest is different. So it's actually more of the idea of interest, who's interested and inclined towards
Mhm.
what.
Yes.
But yes, when it comes to dance and movement as a therapeutic tool, like a lot can be kind of explored and worked with in understanding a child, in understanding the needs that could come up of the child, and then one can go ahead and form the therapeutic objectives towards it and then work with it. Definitely, I would say when it comes to teachers understanding and all of that, it's more of with the idea of the right knowledge and the right training also with teachers, people giving that to teachers or having
Yes.
workshops with
Yes.
teachers, psychotherapists in training, or maybe psychotherapists who are established, they doing training sessions, workshops with teachers and giving them these intervention tools of how to work with that with
Mm.
a student. So I think that's how this can come into play even in schools because again, I feel like India has so much competition and has
Yeah.
there is just and with time, with technology, everything, stress, anxiety, all of this has become such a part of life, unfortunately. So I feel that yes, the need of this is there in our country, definitely all over the world, but in our country as well. And introducing it in schools would definitely
Mm.
be beneficial. So yes, and then that's exactly what I look forward to because I do want to work with children and in such
Children.
a
Yes,
category.
yes, yes.
And yes, when you mentioned about children with autism or learning disability, definitely, because there is this idea of a verbal psychotherapist could be
Mm,
working with a child who is verbal, who can articulate their feelings and emotions. But what about individuals who really can't articulate, can't speak
mm,
their mind, can't speak their
mm,
feelings, don't know how to identify feelings, don't even know what they're feeling like? So that is
mm,
when another creative therapy could come into play. And something, in fact, I'm not studying play therapy, but there are play therapy courses out there. My university also provides a play therapy
therapy.
uh, masters. Yes, that's actually more towards, I mean, it could work with adults as well. But in schools, play therapy can be supremely beneficial. Just the idea of how the child is in play when they
Mm,
get the agents deciding
that
things for themselves
expressiveness. Yes, yes.
and bring forth so much about the child.
It opens up so many areas that even we don't know. When I was introduced to my school drama club, we're very excited that there are these 3 to 4 clubs in those days, not many, but the clubs who would like to do what. Now, I love dancing, I love music, I loved acting, I loved all those things. But then finally, you have to only come down to one because then I thought, okay, in drama, because I'm very talkative. So let me take drama. In that, I'll get music, I'll get a chance to dance. So I went into drama. And there I enjoyed so much that actually I felt it's a wholesome thing. Either you take music or you take dance. Everywhere, everything is interconnected. There we came to learn about your Thankumoni Kutti or other all great dancers, their names, even for music, Kishori Amonkarji and so many other names that I have never heard of. Those days, those teachers, and then moved traveling around the country in and out of my city, my state. I really loved that idea, but yes, deep somewhere I always wanted to know what is this therapy? And maybe, when you want something, you really crave for that desire, you really get that. I was so happy to know there is someone, at least, which I can take hold of to know about what is this therapy? How is it helping you? Now, a way forward, if I would request Kajal to show us some dance moves or just therapies, you want to sit and show or stand up, it's okay. Just like the shaking part, as you said, or, fingerings or something that you can tell us. It will be great. My students
Sure.
can practice, my viewers can practice, the parents can understand here. There are parents also, different types of people for different areas, and that, thought, we all have thoughts. So be
Yes.
thoughtless sometimes, shake free, shake away. That's
Yes.
one good idea.
Yes. So definitely, as I mentioned earlier, that one of the tools that one could use is just giving a big shake off
Okay, I'll
to
do with
any
you.
kind
Shake
of,
up.
yeah, any kind of
Yes.
anxiousness or feeling something is restless, you're feeling unsettled for something. Apart from that, another intervention tool that we usually do in a session would be during especially the closing, would be if you have like any kind of cream on you, you could just put it on your palms and just take the moment to
Oh,
really massage
oh,
yourself and give
oh.
yourself that touch, that
Beautiful. That
warmth.
was the ads, the beautiful different ads of creams used to come, night
Yeah.
creams, just like that. I just see
Yes.
those heroines, putting the fingers out and out.
Yes, you can feel like a heroine, like the main
Yes, that's
character of your
correct.
life, absolutely, which you are.
Correct.
So, yeah, you could
That's
really take that time of giving yourself that massage, some love to yourself. And you can also go ahead and inhale the cream and take a deep
beautiful.
breath in, which could be
Okay.
really helpful in getting yourself
Calm
a
and
little. This could be, yeah, this could be done towards the end of the day, before going to bed, or anytime. In fact, if you feel like you need that, so you should go ahead and do it. Apart from that, another thing would be, we usually do this when if we see the energy is heightened in a session. So one thing we would do to calm down would be like taking a moment with breath, and working with breath would be to breathe in every time you go up with your fingers as you're mapping your finger, and breathe out as you come down.
okay.
And then we
Wow.
breathe as you come
The
up, and breathe.
waves.
Yes. Just again, the idea of touching your own self without hindering and touching anybody else. You touch your own self, and at the same time, you're breathing, and you're also giving it like in this idea of focused breath and how it's going to go. So, yes.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. They're really good. Now, suppose child has an exam tomorrow, feeling stressed, preparing for that. Now, practicing some therapies, mommy will shout, papa will say, sit and study. What are you doing here right now? Teacher is stressed. Oh, so the students, noisy classes. Any employer is stressed, office work, any human, stress is there. What would you tell them? Which will be more functional here in whose case?
Sure. In terms of a student being anxious before their exam is a very natural thing, and the exam anxiety will end as they finish writing their exam. And there will be, in fact, there is this entire idea of this pressure going into celebration of yay, the relief of after writing the exam. So that is a natural course, and I wouldn't really hinder that. Absolutely, to support the child, parents not pressurizing them too much would be a good idea, but then everybody has different ways of parenting. So, but yes, being supportive and there for the child is all that child will require, and that kind of anxiousness is natural. So, just before exams, if it is something that is happening very frequently in every moment of stress, then it should be looked into. But apart from that, it's natural. And when it comes to pressure and anxiousness around work environment and all, and or just the idea of this entire stress and burden of working, and that is something which is a part of life today, unfortunately. And communication and expressing your feelings through
Mm,
whatever means, doing something for yourself, taking that time off for yourself in the week. And whether
mm,
that is you going to some kind of an activity class, whether that is you going for a walk, that is you just sitting by yourself listening to music, whether that is
yes.
you dancing, anything, going for a swim, run, watching TV, watching your favorite podcast,
Mm,
YouTubers, whatever that
and
is, taking that time for yourself, listening to what you need, what your body needs is very important. And if that is about going to a therapist and expressing your feelings and talking about it, then be it that. But
that
I
is
think
fine.
it's very important in today's life to really express these things and get them out of your system as much as possible. So
So,
that
what
could help
made you
in.
choose this one? Like teachers' influence, how did you come to know about therapy? Why, among so many branches, you chose this?
Yes, sure, ma'am. One of the things that you, again, this is taking me back to the time where you said that how could this help or work with individuals who are under the umbrella term of autism or
Mm,
learning difficulties and all. Yes, I was a teacher in dance, and I have always been a dancer. I am someone who's worked a lot with movement and with my body. So yes, but previously it was more in the you can say in the aspect of performing and choreography, working in the industry. But soon, as a teacher, when I came across a couple of clients who were under the umbrella term of autism, and
mm.
that's when I realized the other kind of
Sorry,
side
I'll
of
cut you here. What is the term you said and what does it mean?
uh,
You mentioned
autism.
term.
Oh,
Okay.
and umbrella term of autism, because
Okay. What
autism
is
is also a spectrum.
okay?
So
Okay.
one could be in a very high, I mean, higher end on the spectrum where the presentation is a certain way, and one could
Hmm.
have comparatively less symptoms, visible
Understood.
symptoms.
Hmm.
So yes, I did work with children with autism, and that is where I realized and kind of understood the how dance, how my dance teaching there I was just a dance teacher, but I could see the other layers of dancing and how that was helping them. And
Hmm.
that is when I came across movement psychotherapy, dance movement psychotherapy, and I did my own research about it. Then I did a certification in India, and now I'm here for my master's.
Great. So just show us. I'll not just take it forward. I'll just want to see the view outside. I want my
Sure.
viewers to see and get a fresh and idea that yes, dance and whatever you choose, do it from the heart. This is also another point. Whatever you do it from the heart. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the relaxing mood. So let's see where is Kajal relaxing right now.
Well, it's a really good day today because it's sunny. Usually London is not
Sunny.
like this.
Yeah. It's evening time here, hot summer in India. Oh, wow. Green. There's a line that we sing Sujalang Sufalang. So I can see. Shamal, this is all about green, you know? Wonderful. Okay, so
Yes.
how's the weather?
Oh, the
Is it
weather today is beautiful. Definitely, it's very different from the week because the week it has been raining and all of that. But today so happens to be a beautiful day. It's
fun?
a great day.
There, what
Mhm.
about the therapy going today? Therapy talk might be. That's why the weather is calm also. Okay. So thanks a lot, Kajal,
Right.
for being here. And I'll be just wishing to have another call with you, with our next layer of this, where I want
Oh.
to see you dancing, performing. And my viewers, yes, please post your comments. I'll be giving the description of Kajal's dance performances, the links there in my description box. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.
Thank you.